I didn't film any people out of respect.
Okay, well,
I got conflicting version out of each one of one. They were both the first responders. One of them said, is African-American guy said, don't film this, don't film this. And then the other guy was the first responder with his ID. And he said, James, he can film it. He's in the public, he's on a sidewalk. But I figured just out of respect for first responders, I'm not gonna film it. Whether I got the power to or not, they do this stuff all the time, and they've got their reasons for not wanting it filmed, so I'm gonna respect that.
thank you.
I think Chief Lane called that part of community relations. Or community rapport, or something like that. You see anything?
Just the skid marks and a pretty good idea about what happened. They just run down up and down this Connor Street like it's a racetrack. I've lived up there at 12th and Connor for 33 years and see it all the time. They're way over the speed limit.
You think they ought to put a stop sign here?
Yeah, or at least and a stop and a yield.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's...
Has this been the first accident through here?
Oh no, shoot.
You said you lived here like 33 years?
Oh yeah, I bought that house that burned in 78. Yeah.
Oh wow. So they've had a lot of accidents through here, huh?
Pretty much.
Down through the years?
You always check with, check down there at the police station. They keep records of that stuff and everything.
Oh boy. Yeah, maybe they'll put a yield sign or something.
They're at 12th and Connor where I live.
Uh-huh.
I think they've only had 2, maybe 3 right there, and they weren't real serious.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But you can tell this guy here, whoever was driving this, male or woman or man, they was going pretty fast to flip it like that. I mean, SUVs are pretty top heavy anyway. They're pretty apt to, you know how they used to have 2 or 3 years ago statistics of certain SUVs was top heavy and easy to roll over from accidents, even out on the interstates. But yeah, you can tell he was hooking a pretty good speed. I wonder how this person is. They must still have them there in the ambulance, I guess.
I was trying to tell that guy down at the ambulance. I was pointing to the ambulance and pointing to the camera and going no, you know, shake your hands no, shake your head no, and then point to that vehicle and then nod your head yeah. That lets them know down there that you're not filming them. You're not filming the ambulance. You're not filming anybody in the ambulance. You're just filming the vehicles. You're just filming the crash itself. I don't think it's good. I mean, I had the power. You're on a public sidewalk. I had the power to film them. And there was a first responder. They call them first responders. There was a first responder guy that had on one of the safety vests just like him, and he was on an ambulance, and he identified the other guy by James. I don't know the guy. And he said, James, he could do it. And he was, in fact, he was taking pictures of the victims, but I think it was for the ambulance. It's for his job or for the ambulance department or something, or training pictures or something.
People that wasn't at fault like this guy here, he could use this here to turn into his insurance company.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, like that guy. Now see, he's a cop. He's going out taking pictures of the vehicle too.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll have it up probably within an hour or 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes to an hour. This video will pop up on YouTube. It'll be right there on YouTube. And I'll probably label it something like pay attention at intersections, or
slow down.
You know, slow down at intersections.
Slow down and be more cautious to what you're doing.
Yeah. So, well, the reason I wanted to do it, that I wanted to get the video, was because you get so many teenagers that just fly up and down the road. They don't pay attention. They get in an accident. So maybe if teenagers in Joplin saw this accident right here, might want to get that. I'm not thinking too clear here. I'm kind of sleepy. Yeah, you might want to get that. 11th and Connor. See, I put that in the video. I put that up there. 11th and Connor. Then drop it straight down where you can see the car and the vehicle. We don't need the tow truck in there.
You putting sound with that?
Yeah, it's got,
well,
it's got the audio and the video and everything.
You can see on the sign at South Connor, but say facing southwest when you filmed that right there, the sign in the car.
See, they'll see the way this is, and I'll go up here and I'll record it again another spot, because you can see, you back up And you can see where it says Connor this way. Yeah, you see where it says Connor. Wait a minute, pull back a little bit. See where it says Connor. It's easier to do these on tripods or mobile tripods with wheels. Handhelds never come out rock steady. I've had a lot of cameras, done a lot of video work. They never come out rock steady. I don't care if you're on some type of calm down meds or you just got a rock steady hand. They never come out as steady as a tripod. Never. And then bring this back and film the other way, so you get this and you get the 11th Street going across. And you go this way, bring it over to here, and then just zoom in where it says 11th. Put that in the video and then people see it, and that should be enough. Let's try to film this.
Hey! Michael, get back on.
I don't know what that car part is. Some kind of part flew off the car out into the road. I don't know what this is, all these little parts. But no, I have to get out of the road if he says get out of the road.
Yeah, well, yeah, out there in that street.
Yeah, because they're working. Yeah, they're loading that accident. They're doing this accident and they're loading that car. So anything they say as a cop, if you're out in the public street or whatever and they say you got to move, yeah, you got to do it. If the cop says do it, you got to do it. Now, if you're out here, like if you're on this sidewalk and he tells you you got to get down the road, you don't have to go anywhere. No, it's a public sidewalk. Like if you live here, hey, if you live here or like this house is abandoned, if you're in this yard, they have no domain on private property. What you look at and what you film on private property, it's where you're, where you're. The domain they have is a search warrant. It's where you're standing. Like that guy in his house, they can't tell that guy get in his house.
Oh, I know, yeah.
They can't tell him don't look at that wreck or don't look at that accident. Now they could tell you don't go talk to that person until they're done talking to them, or they could ask you, like the other guy did. He asked me not to film any of the victims, so I didn't film any people. Did I film the wreck itself? Yeah, of course I did. But did I film the people? No. Did I have the power to film the people? Oh, absolutely. I don't need anybody's authorization, permission, or nothing else. But if you go in like that, that's called a heavy-handed, like iron-fisted approach, like I know my rights, blah, blah, blah. and it's not good. It never works out.
Yeah, you gotta be careful how you talk back to them because they can get you for resistance.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like when they ask somebody, do they want to take a breathalyzer? And they say, when did you calculate the machine? Well, I'm not doing a breathalyzer. And then you can get charged with, I think it's a DUI, refusal to do a breathalyzer. It can be probable cause or grounds to do it. And then they could tie it up in court and both sides will fight it, the lawyers and prosecutors. But in the end, it's better if you're not blitzed out of your mind and falling over drunk. You know, if you're borderline that you may not be as drunk as they think you are, it's better to just go ahead and do the breathalyzer, and that way, you know, you can use that. You can use that in your behalf as evidence for you, and you could say, hey, I did a breathalyzer. This is what the breathalyzer came out. It said I was not legally drunk. This guy took me to jail and said, well, you failed the field sobriety test. You're wobbling over.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't even hear it. I seen two girls out in front of my house talking. walked out, and I thought maybe they was looking for somebody. They said, I lived here a while, so can I help you girls? And they said, oh, we're just watching it wreck.
The baby saw it.
Really?
I saw him load up the people.
Yeah, the SUV, they said.
You just heard the crash?
It was coming down Connor. Yeah, and you can tell where it hit that one there and see where it hit.
Give me about...
The baby wasn't in that car.
No. Give me about 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Probably give me about 30 minutes. This will be up on YouTube. It'll be under
So when did you
PC Chess Club. Promote your chess club too. anything that goes out there gets attention, gets hits on YouTube. But the main reason I did it is because you get a lot of teenagers like, I'm 16 years old, I play Grand Theft Auto, let me behind the wheel.
Yeah. But see, they're not
This isn't Grand Theft Auto, this is a real car.
Up against them because they were going a little faster, but the problem is they don't have a stop or a yield sign, and the state won't take responsibility for it, and it's just going to happen again.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
It'll just happen
They need
again?
a yield sign.
Oh
They're
boy.
on a four-way, they should have something.
No, I had a chance to get the people that were laying out in the road, spread out, bloody, gory.
Yeah, I saw that.
But there was a guy that got an attitude with me, and he was totally wrong too, because that's not what I'm saying. It's both of them were ambulance guys.
Yeah.
And one guy from the ambulance was out there with his camera taking pictures. And he was taking pictures too, so I knew I could take pictures if he's taking pictures. And then number two, I knew I could take pictures if I'm standing on a sidewalk, a public sidewalk. It's happened on the road, it's in the public, you don't need anybody's permission. Start filming, start recording, film away.
Did they ask you to stop?
And the African-American guy asked me, he said, no, don't film this, don't film this. And the other guy called him James, and he said, no, James, he can film it. He's in the public, he can film it. And so I said on the video, I said, well, I'm not gonna record him just out of respect.
Yeah.
You know, if the guy has got his reasons why he doesn't want him filming, you know, bloody bodies being loaded onto stretchers. But I think the most important part is just getting the vehicles. Just get both vehicles that were smashed up in the wreck. And what's your name? Drew and Amber, because you guys, I see with your baby walking around. What's your name?
I'm Kim.
Kim? Nice to meet you.
I'm pretty sure there was, I know there was.
Yeah, there was two. There was two bodies that came out of the van, and they went flying out of the van when they got hit. And this thing had to go a good ways. I don't know what the distance is from the intersection where it got hit, but they went right through here, and I didn't see it. I heard it because I just live right there. I live in the house there by the alley.
Yeah. See, we were down there, and we didn't hear the crash.
Oh, so you live in the neighborhood too?
Yeah, we heard the ambulance and stuff.
Well, you got a ring. You go home and tell your hubby, you know.
Yeah, my hubby.
I guess it's your hubby or your partner.
My
or
husband. Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
No, my lover. Yeah, my
your lover?
No,
tell your lover.
Man.
Okay. Tell your man.
He's not even home. He's
You know.
right now.
He'd probably be down here if he heard that noise. He'd be standing right here beside you.
He would have been freaked out.
Because you see Drew down here, he got his baby down here. Baby's seen it. See, the baby will grow up to be a safe driver, saying, I seen that wreck when I was a baby.
Yep. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that kid was in the car. Thank God.
Oh, boy.
Or at least hope they would have had the decency to strap the board.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you, man, alright?
Oh, yeah. Now see, that guy right there was the driver of the other one. That guy in the blue, they're still over there talking to him. He's on his cell phone. He was driving that little black car. And I wanted to film that both the airbags deployed. They did. And then you might get Chicks Towing on there. It says Chicks Towing. Just get that. Yeah.